Recording.
We're rolling again. Right where we left off on the last video. But yeah, what I was saying in the end of that last video is if you're interested in following along on their tour attempt, they'll each have, Todd and Justin both each have personal locator beacons. And I'm going to be posting up the link to that, and you'll be, if you want to click on that link, you can see where they are on a live map the whole 13 days. It's a requirement of the tour for safety reasons, but it's really neat to follow along. And every team has it. Every person doing the tour will have one, not just one per team. It's every single person. If you're not familiar with the technology, it's really cool. You can even send text messages over satellite. You can be hours from any cell signal, but send text messages over satellite. So no matter where they are, they can send text out and actually receive text. We don't text them because it's distracting. So when you're riding along, like this GPS on my handlebars here, the satellite beacon will Bluetooth into these GPSs, and he'll see that. He'll see a flash on the screen that he's got a text, and he'll stop and read it, which they don't need to be stopping just for stuff like that, unless it was something, an emergency or something like that. But I remember getting a few texts along the way, and then stopping and reading and thinking to myself, gosh, this could have waited.
Intercom failed. Try again later.
This is really slick. Look at this back tire sliding. Yep, mine's sliding now. So I'm going to try to get off the trail over here. See if I can find some traction. So out there, they won't run into anything nearly this slick. Traction is really not lacking out there, except for maybe loose, silty stuff on big climbs, but not like this. But the climbs and the descents they do, the hills out there go for miles, not just yards like we do here. I can't remember the actual numbers, but I think on day one I recorded 120,000 foot elevation gain, which was that twice as high as Mount Everest. That's just on day one. So it kind of gives you an idea of the total accumulated climbing you'll do. It's incredible.
Intercom failed. Try again later.
If they do make it to the finish at Sundance Mountain, they'll have rode right around 2,300 miles in 13 days. When Kent and I did it in 2020, excuse me, our shortest day was on the bike was 12 hours, and our longest day on the bike
Intercom failed. Try again later.
was 17 hours. And that's almost non-stop riding.
Intercom failed. Try again later.
Only significant stops we would have would be halfway through the day. On some of the days you can get gas and a bite to eat.
Intercom failed. Try again later.
Oh, there he is. And other than stopping for a pee break on the trail somewhere or to take challenge point pictures, you're riding. I think the longest stop we had was one day. There's a place you stop called what's it called? It's not far out of Chalice. Idaho. Sawmill Station. So it's a gas station slash deli. And we stopped to get gas and lunch. Well, we ran into, we first in the parking lot, we ran into a guy named Jeremy Mockimer. He's originally from Ohio, but he and his buddy finished in 2019, and he was out there trail riding. So we talked to him for a little bit. Then we went inside the store and saw Bill Dart. If you don't know what Bill Dart is, he's pretty much done it all in the motorcycle industry, and now he's a big, huge trail advocate. And he has a website where he sells a ton of like Idaho maps, and he makes chainsaw mounts for bikes, and just a all around great guy for the sport. I'm no motocrosser. But yeah, we ran into him, and Ken had known him previously, so we talked to him for a while. So I think we ended up spending an hour and a half at that place, which was way too long. But we enjoyed talking to those people. And then that night we didn't end up getting in until after dark. That was one of our longest days. So I have warned Justin, don't spend an hour and a half at Sawmill Station. You'll regret it. Get your gas, get your bite to eat, and go. Alright, since this is pretty boring right here, I'll shut it off and restart it when we get back on the trail.